Hello everybody, this is Terry Carl, Life Mastery Consultant, and I'm here today with Angelique Warner,
Hello.
who is the creator of the Nurse and Go Hip Hugger. And I was really excited to talk to her and invite her to do this with me today. I'm so grateful that she was able to do this. Because I was so inspired by her going from an idea to product, to creation. Some of the people I've interviewed in the past have had new businesses, have had the vision, and I love the idea of really having a concrete example of what's in the mind. So I'd like to start by asking you, Angelique, what you love about your product. What was your inspiration for it?
Okay, what I love about Nurse and Go Hip Hugger is that it meets a need. More than anything else. Design, I love fashion. But meeting the need was of utmost importance. So many mothers, including myself at the time, having my 4 children within a 4-year period of time, and having 14 boys that lived in our home, I needed to nurse and go and was not able to find anything on the market that would meet that need. So that's what inspired me. I had a vision. I saw a product that met the need at the moment when I was nursing my youngest daughter, and the twins needed to go potty. And I didn't know how to have my hands, and they wouldn't go potty on their own. So they were waiting for me, and I was nursing. Baby wouldn't let go, so I could help the twins. And that's where the inspiration came from, that vision of, wow, there's a product that would hold that baby to my chest, and it had built-in privacy, and my hands were free. When I looked on the internet, went to the stores, I couldn't find it.
Awesome.
So it was time to invent.
So just because I know we've probably talked about this before, but I'm sure we're wondering here, can you tell a little bit about having all those boys in your house? Caught my attention.
That was a handful. We, the first 5 years of our marriage, we ran a group home. So we took care of children who were wards of the state, who were wards because of abuse and neglect, where the state had to come in and take them from their families. So we dealt with a lot more behavior. When we started having children, we moved from that environment because of the severity of the behavior challenges we were dealing with. I didn't want to raise children in that environment of my own. So we moved to a new place where it was a boarding school. So it was a more relaxed environment. You still deal with children, kid behaviors, but obviously it's less intense. And that's when we had up to 14 boys.
Wow.
So we had, after our 4 children in 4 years, we had 18 kids living with us for 16 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit more about the need that you had for Nurse and Go and how it was different from what was out there?
Okay. The need that Nurse and Go met was for breastfeeding. I nursed all 4 of my children. Carriers on the market usually are built to carry your baby in the front or on the back. You can also carry them in a cradle position. So they do have those slings that moms will wear that are soft carriers. It kind of sits the baby down in the pouch. I didn't need that. I needed something that was going to keep the baby at the breast height, not low on my hip like a sling. And I also didn't need the baby upright just to carry, because the way they were upright, it still didn't lower the baby enough to be at my breast. It had the baby where their face was eye level to my face. And I'm like, that doesn't meet the need. So I found it difficult to breastfeed on the go. And not difficult, I couldn't. I'd have to go in the restroom, take the baby, and just breastfeed standing in the restroom. And I hated that. So for me, I had a need to nurse and go with all those children.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that. You really kind of have to stop what you're doing.
Literally.
So that's the go. I love that.
Yeah. Literally, you do.
I mean, a room.
You do.
Or, like you said, the bathroom, wherever.
Yeah.
So, I'd love to hear more about going from idea to product.
Okay.
Yeah, what was it like going from a thought in your head to actually having it in your hands? That
was a long process, and it was a very scary process. It was scary for me because, again, I've never invented anything, and I felt overwhelmed. You know, I remember praying, saying, God, why would you give me this vision when I don't know what I'm doing? But it was interesting how my pastor said, when you look at everybody in the Bible, God used the most least likely person to do the extraordinary. He didn't find the able-bodied best candidate. You know, he picked Moses, who was a stutterer. He may have picked, this person who was quick to be angry and do these things. This person who was a whoremonger. He picked the craziest people to do the best things. And you're like, why would he pick those people? So the process of it being an idea to manufacturing a product was long. It was a 8-year process from
Wow.
day one of the thought. Now that doesn't mean I was doing anything then, but it was a thought
Right.
to having a product in my hand. And that process took trying to draw what I thought I saw. Wasn't good. That process included having someone work with me to try and sew by description only. That didn't work out so well because I said, okay, it functions properly, but it looks hideous. I can't sell this. It was terrible. So then it had to evolve to someone else who could sew what I saw a little bit better, but it wasn't functional. And then it came to me and my mom sitting at a sewing machine. And my mom sews like stitching things, not making things. And I couldn't sew. And we sat there and I kept telling, piece by piece, do this, do that. Okay, that does not take care of the need. And we kept tweaking, trying it on moms. And at some point we came up with a design that I felt this works with the fit and everything. And then we went to a manufacturer and said, sew me a sample. And then I'll try it on moms again. And it worked.
Awesome.
It worked.
And then where did you go from there? Did you?
Patenting. Oh my gosh. Then you have the patent process. Now you have a product that's sellable. So now you have to go about having a patent, I can't think of the attorney. That's the word I'm looking for. You need the patent attorney, and that person will then sit with you and have drawings made. They'll try and get a very detailed description of your product because you have to be specific yet broad in the description of your product. So we worked through all of those kinks and had the patent application written up, and so my patent is pending, so an examiner has to continue to pick it apart to make sure that it doesn't infringe on someone else's patents. And that's just the process. It takes years. So most people are patent pending for years, and what they'll do is sell under the label patent pending because it takes forever.
So that's what that means.
Exactly. So that's been a long process. Finding a manufacturer was a process. Sourcing my own product, all the materials, was a long process because I didn't realize how difficult it is to find product at wholesale. You would think that's so easy. Google it. You call people and they're like, oh, we don't do that particular fabric. Oh, we don't do that. It was harder than I expected. But my motto was, if God gave a vision, he'll give provision. And I figure if you gave it to me, I have to see it through to the end. I have to. I can't rest wondering, I wonder what would have happened had I finished pursuing Nurse and Go. I can't live with that question. I'd rather do it. If it fails, it fails. If I do it and it succeeds, I feel like I have to know.
That's beautiful. So what kind of resources did you have? Was it Google? Was it people who'd gone through something similar?
I kid you not, it was a lot of people. I mean, it was amazing how people were handpicked and just came into my life at times when I needed them. It came through conversations. I love talking. So I love to talk. So if I'm in the presence of other people, and they say, oh, how's the product going? And I say, well, I've accomplished ABC, but now I'm at this point. I need this. And they say, I know somebody who does that.
Wow.
And most of the things through this process was free to me because people would volunteer their services. They share with a friend, hey, Angelique is doing this. She needs some help with, trying to do these drawings. Could you help her draw it up? They say, sure, I got it. I'll do it for her. Then someone else would call in a favor. Oh, well, she needs to work on packaging. Do you think you could help her out? Sure, I could do that. I do that all the time. It was me meeting the right people at the right time, and they would mostly volunteer.
That's amazing.
It wasn't. That's why I say if God gives vision, he'll give provision, because it was amazing how people pulled together to support my vision. And most of them didn't charge.
Yeah. Wow. This is even better than I was imagining, because I was thinking like the power of the vision. You just described that very clearly, but then you also described the faith.
Oh,
it's going to happen, and then the universe and God pulling resources together for you because of how much you believed and how clearly you saw it.
Literally. That's a good summary of what it is. Truly, having the vision and believing strongly that everything will line up when it's time. Yeah. Because the vision has to be fulfilled. That's how I looked at it. It has to be. You wouldn't have given me a vision if it's not to be fulfilled. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't match up with my faith. I didn't understand that. So like if you give a vision, it's going to happen.
Yeah. And it sounds like you saw it. Like visually. There are tweaks, but visually you pretty much knew what it was going to be.
I did.
And as you were working, you're like, no.
Right.
Yeah.
I knew that, and it wasn't what I saw was not. It was not the way it looked aesthetically. It was the function is what I saw. I can't tell you the details of all the little nuances of the design. What I saw in a flash, it was super fast, was the carrier kept the baby at an angle, because that's how I normally would nurse her. Her head here and her legs would be down here. And I visualized it had something that came upward and covered me, and my hands were free. Because I remember in a vision, I saw this apparatus and I did this.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, she's still nursing. Oh my gosh. So that's what I saw. And then it was just a matter of, how do I make that happen?
Yes.
That's what I didn't know. I didn't have the engineering expertise of how do you make that function on most mothers' body shapes, sizes. You know, mothers obviously can have, you know, some really large breasts. Some mothers have very small breasts. Some mothers are a size 5. Some mothers are a size 24. You've got, you know, babies that are little itty bitty babies, and you've got the big old chunky juicy babies. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you make this work for everybody?
Right.
That was the difficult part, trying to figure out how to make it completely adjustable everywhere.
And you did it.
I did it. I got plus size moms who enjoy it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So where are you right now? If somebody is interested in your product, what do they need to do? How do they contact you?
What they can do is go to NurseNGo.com and you can place an order, or you can call me and place an order. So either one is fine. It's NurseNGo.com.
The letter N, right?
The letter N, NurseNGO.com, or you can call it 708-772-3641 and place an order that way.
Great, and I'll put that also at the bottom of this movie so you can see it on my blog and on my Facebook.
Perfect.
Great. So thank you so much. This has been so amazing. I love, now I can see the whole process for you, just how you loved it, how you had the faith, how you're helping others. And
that's big.
If you're expecting or if you have a baby, I highly recommend that you check this out. This is amazing stuff.
Yes, thank you. And I did decide to use the denim for that reason, just to add a little fashion. How many there's no carrier on the market that's made of denim. And so I went with the black denim for right now to keep a classic look for it. And of course, stay tuned as things evolve, because I definitely have plans for other colors of denim and lots of different colors and geometric prints for my nursing covers.
Cool.
So that's coming soon.
So fun and function.
There you go.
I hope that inspires some of you out there to create your own visions and make them a reality.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Well, thank you very much, Angelique.
Thank you.
I wish you much luck and prosperity and productivity and all that good stuff.
That works. Thank you. It's a pleasure.